So today I thought we would do something just a little bit different. We haven't done any origami for a while, so I thought I'd show you how to make an origami bookmark. Now, I had a lot of fun making these, so I ended up making a lot. If you end up making a lot, maybe you can give them as a gift. All right, here we go. So what you're going to need to make this bookmark is basically just a piece of paper. However, if you decide you would like to add some embellishments or some further decorations, you may also want to have some glue, a scissors, and something to color with or draw with. It doesn't have to be crayons. All right, so let me show you a couple that I decorated because I really had fun decorating mine. So I've got, oops, there's a bookmark on a bookmark. We've got a little bunny slash mouse. It's kind of both. I did a little tiny one with Spider-Man, an alien, Yoda one, Pokemon. You could do like a little monster or creature, a unicorn one. I'm going to show you today is the shark. Okay, so if you want to make the shark with me, you certainly can. Or if you want to try any other creature or design, you can do that too. But what you're going to need to do first is start by making this origami. Okay, so that's what I'm going to show you. So take your piece of paper, and I'm just using computer paper, printer paper. If you have origami paper that is already square, use it. It's going to work great for you. If you don't, you can use construction paper or whatever paper you have. Take your paper, fold it in half. So if you're using printer paper like me, just fold it in half. Now, if you have scissors, you can cut that in half. If you're lacking scissors and you don't have that, remember the trick I showed you on the frog, how you can fold it back and forth and then hold it really still and carefully pull those two apart. So if you're going to make a triangle out of this, a square, so this is a nice trick. If you ever need a square paper for anything, fold your paper into the triangle, making sure you get it right on the point and the edge even, the edge is even, fold it. And then the trick is to cut this off. So you cut this off right where that triangle meets. Save this paper. I'm going to use that to make the fins and everything else. All right, you actually can leave this folded, so you've got this little triangle, and bring up these corners. So this is the open end up here. I'm going to bring up this corner so that it looks like a vertical line here, and we're just going to fold that. So you just really need to match those corners at the top. Get a nice fold there. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, get those folded, crease, and then unfold it. So it looks like my triangle again with the square right here. So now what I'm going to do is just take this open part, just take one layer of that paper and fold it down, right down so it meets the edge. And it kind of matches those fold lines I had there. All right, so then here comes the magic part. You have to kind of be a little bit careful here. You might have to pick up your paper. You're going to lift this up so it looks like this. And then you're going to tuck it in. Takes a little finagling sometimes to get it down there. Tuck it in underneath. Okay, and then kind of press it down. Now you're going to do the same thing on this side. Sometimes the second side gives a little bit more pushback on me, and I try to always get a nice point down here before I press it. Okay, so now I have the basic shape for my bookmark. You would just stick it open up to whatever page you're trying to save, and it would slip over the corner. You could just leave it that way. You could write your name on there if you just want to stop, and that's it. But if you want to make it look like a shark, here's what you're going to do. So you're going to take your crayons, and you don't have to use the same colors as I did. You're going to color this part in. Now, if you did this with blue paper already, you wouldn't have to do any of the coloring. Now, markers work fine too. Colored pencil, use what you have. And a nice, neat job of coloring will make a difference. So be careful. Don't get sloppy on your coloring. Okay. And I'm going to do kind of a triangle down here like this and color that part in. Scissors make it being kind of noisy. All right, I'm going to color this part in red. So you can start to see this is the mouth of my shark. Now, I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to draw the extra things that I need. I know I need a fin on the top, so I'm going to make kind of a tall triangle there. And I'm going to make a square. You're like, wait, where's the square on this? We're actually going to divide that square in half diagonally, and that will give us the two triangles. For the eye, well, I'm going to do the teeth next. I like to make a straight line for the teeth, actually two straight lines parallel, and then a zigzag. You can make your I need two eyes. Now, if you want your eyes to be exactly the same size, you may want to draw just one, fold your paper in half, and then cut both out at the same time. Of course, now what you need, I've got two right here. Now what I need are some pupils. Kind of tricky to color on small things like this. All right, and then I'm going to finish cutting this out, the rest of my pieces. So a zigzag. When you're cutting zigzags, remember to stop every time you get to a point and turn your scissors. Scissor safety is also important to remember if you're using scissors today. Always keep the blade of the scissor pointing away from you. Now, I left a little extra room at the top. See this space right here, how I drew my two lines? That's where I'm going to add my glue. Cut out my square. You could color these before. I think I'll color them before I cut it in half. I'm going to want it to match my shark body, so I'm going to use the same color. And I'll do this one the same. These are for the two bottom fins. I'll color this one while I'm at it. Cut it out, and then it's just a matter of gluing in your... All right, oops, gotta cut one more. Cut that in half. All right. So then you take your glue, if you have it. Now, if you're lacking glue and you still want to put decorations on your bookmark, I'll show you some other ways. Put the glue right across that gluing, and then you can stick it underneath. See? Cool trick, right? These two that I had cut in half, you just put a little glue on the end and glue it on the back. And then this tall one, put a little glue here, and I just glue it onto the back too. And now I have a bookmark, a shark bookmark, that I can slip right over. I would let the glue dry a little before I use it. Now, if you're missing and you don't have scissors and glue, but you do have something to draw with, you can still decorate like I did on this one. You just draw right on there. So, I'm kind of curious to see what great things you come up with. If you're looking for more ideas, I bet you can think of them, but if you can't, check out the internet. Now, remember, you're not supposed to copy and paste things from the internet. I only want to see what you make. So if you're going to send me a picture, take a picture of your artwork and send it to either Seesaw or Artsonia. If it's on Artsonia, remember you can keep it in your digital portfolio for a very long time so that you can always look back on it. Anyway, I hope you're having a great day and making some great art. See you later. Bye.